Hello and welcome to my tea chat. I had a lot of fun putting together last week's tea chat where I went to a tea meetup and I talked about some of my projects that I was recently working on. So this week I actually brought some tea that I got from the tea meetup. The tea place is called Broken Cup Tea House, and they specialize in whole leaf oolong tea. This week I am drinking their Spring Afternoon Oolong, which is a lighter oxidized oolong, and it has such a beautiful floral flavor. So let's try it out. I can smell it just from pouring it. It's so lovely. The tea set that I'm using this week is one that I got when I visited Japan. So it's a very nice, simple little teapot with a lovely design, and then it comes with two matching cups. This tea is so lovely. It's just a bit mild, but has a really floral taste and a tiny bit of sweetness as well. In addition to my tea set, I recently acquired this cute little tray. I thought it would be a nice matching piece to carry my tea over on. I've been doing a little bit of shopping to try and get new teas as well as new teaware. It fits the vibe nicely of this table that I acquired. It's actually a tilt top table. It has a nice little center design on it. So when I'm done sitting here in my little corner, I can put it away up against the wall and it stays out of the way very nicely, but it still acts as a little decoration for the space. And behind me, I have my antique Chinese screen. This is actually something my great-grandfather bought while he was in China, and I was very lucky to have had it passed down to me, and it serves as such a beautiful piece and decoration in my space as well. So altogether, I thought this kind of came together nicely as a backdrop for drinking tea and chatting with my audience. So I hope you like this format, and let me know if you have any tea recommendations, things that I can either buy online or maybe acquire locally in the Boston area. I'm really pleased to have found Broken Cup Tea House because their teas were just so lovely, and it's great to be able to support a small business that has such an enthusiasm for tea. I decided to wear a red coordinate today since Lunar New Year just happened and it's good luck to wear red. This is the year of the snake, so that's very exciting. The dress I'm wearing today is Alice and the Pirates, Elizabeth Bride of Death in the red colorway. This was one of my dream dresses when I first got into Lolita. I think it came out the second or third year that I was in Lolita, and I remember wanting to buy it really badly, but I didn't know much about buying from brands at the time. But that year I was actually visiting San Francisco, and I thought that I would be able to buy it in store at the Baby the Star Shine Bright store in San Francisco. However, I don't know that if the timing was wrong or if they just never actually got it in store when I visited, but they did not have it when I went, so I was not able to buy it there. And I just kind of gave up on it for a little bit, also because it was kind of expensive. And then later it was re-released and I was able to get it then. It's always fun to get a dream dress. It's got such a beautiful design and such wonderful details like the bows, and it's really fun to coordinate. So today I coordinated it with this princess sleeve blouse from Infanta. And then I have this flower headpiece that I made a long time ago and a little bow. And I tried to kind of pile my hair on top of my head for a more elegant, regal coordinate. I am also wearing this necklace from Of a Long Lost Land. This pin I actually got at RuffleCon from Miss Danger Shop. I have some appropriate rings, including Of a Long Lost Land again. I'm wearing tights from Abiatage, as well as some shoes in a nice red color, complement the coordinate. I think my cord came out pretty nicely for just having the idea of wearing a red dress today. Now on to my latest interests and projects. So first, I would like to talk about Severance, which is a TV series on Apple TV. The second season just started, and I've only watched the first episode of the second season so far. But because it's releasing weekly, my husband and I decided to go back and rewatch from the beginning of season 1. The show is about an office place where the workers have their minds separated. So outside of work and inside of work are almost two separate personas. And so outside of work, they don't know what they're working on. Inside of work, they don't know what their lives are about. This show is so delightfully unnerving. Every episode in the first season, the first time I watched it, we had no idea what was going on. There was all these clues, like something bigger is happening, so many strange twists and turns. So if you're into thriller style show that has lots of weird things going on, lots of unanswered questions, I recommend Severance. We'll hopefully get some more answers in season 2, but it will take a little bit to see how the season goes. So let me know, are you watching Severance or are you interested in checking it out? Let me know in the comments. Finally, my project for the past week or so has been to clean up an antique Singer sewing machine. So let's check that out. So I acquired this Singer 1590 from a former coworker of mine because she was trying to clean up and she knew that I sewed. I had it for a little while, but I haven't had a chance to actually use it, but I wanted to obviously make sure I cleaned it up first. She said it was her grandmother's and she's just had it for years and years and not used it. I was able to turn it on and it works. It doesn't seem like it needs any replacement parts, but I did order some oil and some grease, motor lubricant from So Retro because I heard that they were good for old Singers. So we're gonna use these, and I've already gone through and wiped everything down on the outside, and now I just opened up the plate right here, and there is a lot of dust. So I'm gonna slowly make my way through to remove the lint. Let's try and clean her up, get her oiled, and hopefully I can start using this lovely Singer. I started oiling, and I have the instruction manual which tells me all the places, and the next spot I have to do is this front area. I got all the spots. This is gonna be my first time using a vintage sewing machine, so I haven't had to do this kind of care before, but I'm excited to see how it goes. And it's such a beautiful machine and is in such amazing condition. Like really, there's just lint and built up grease. I think I have completed the oiling. The instructions are tiny, but very thorough. So my last step is to lubricate the motor with some motor lubricant. I should probably read the instructions This just says, or my manual just says, to put a little bit into the 2 spots. Clean it out first. Okay. We're provided these little tubes to clean out old grease. That was really quite a tiny amount. Hopefully it's good. And one more wipe down. So now I can show it off to you. The machine has just a straight stitch, but it can run from 6 stitches per inch to 30 stitches per inch, which is crazy. It can also do a back stitch when you lift this lever. It came with everything. So there is old Mulder lubricant and oil in here. I decided to buy new ones because I was not sure if the quality of those would be okay. It also has a light that does work. It came with the manual, which is so tiny and cute. It also came with a drawer full of things, including some bobbins, which I've put away, and then a box of sewing feet. I have not tried any of these out yet, but we have some crazy ones here. So according to the manual, we have a foot hammer. So very simple. Looks like there's 2 of those. This is an adjustable hammer. So you can adjust the width of how it hems by doing this. This one is for attaching binding, like that. This ruler, which can be used to add trim, that seems very complicated. Maybe I'll try and figure out later. And then finally we have the ruffler. These are very complicated looking pieces, but I will be sure to try and figure out how these all work in the future because this is pretty cool. I feel super lucky to be able to have this machine and use it, and I can't wait to try out my first project with it. Bring that down. I'm really excited to get to work with this new machine. I have 2 projects in mind that I want to work on in the near future, so hopefully I can show those off in a future episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed my spring afternoon oolong and letting you all know what I'm working on. If you enjoyed this episode, please give a like and subscribe. Maybe leave a comment about anything you thought was interesting. Have a lovely day.